Sup? Yo, 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 sup? Can y'all hear me? Make sure my volume up. We up in here live. I can't find a deal. Hey, 813, where you at, man? Where you at? Saying you can't find a deal. Where you at, man? Where you at? But hey, tonight, man, I want to focus on um that first step to getting started. Oh, appreciate that. Appreciate that, Zane. But yeah, I want to talk about the first steps to getting started wholesaling real estate. I made a video about the first step. And the first step that I think that you need to take is finding a target area when it comes to wholesaling. You in Tampa? Yeah, dude. Tampa is real hot. I'm actually was looking into Tampa with some people, man. So hit me up, may be interested. What's up? What's up? But yeah, the target area is big, man. Like Tampa, for instance, I was even looking down there in Tampa. So you got the county of Tampa, but there's some counties like right outside of Tampa that's heavily populated too. So you got to kind of go outside of that. You kind of want to look outside of the big areas and find smaller areas. But the way you find your target market, you want to find that target market. But before you start targeting people in that market, you want to call the buyers. You want to figure out, okay, I think this is a good area, but let me try to find buyers in that area. So that's going to be my step 2. So step 1 is find the target area that you want to target. And then you're going to figure out if it's a good area when you go look for buyers, right? Because you really need to figure out, are people spending cash in that area and what are they spending cash on, right? So are people buying properties in that area? How frequently they buying them or whatever. And then, what are they spending money on? You only want to look for properties people spending money on. No need of finding properties that people are not buying. So, yeah, Hillsborough County is tough, man. Think I had to find a house. Whole time it's another wholesaler. Yeah. Dude, it's crazy, man. Wholesalers be out there, scheming and scamming and stuff like that. Some people that ain't on the up and up, but yeah, that's your first step is finding target area. Anybody can do that. It doesn't cost money to find a target area. You can go check out my video about how to wholesale step by step, step 1. And it's about target area. Anybody can go and do that. So I would encourage you to go and look for an area. And if you curious about an area, just hit me up and be like, hey, what you think about this county right here? And I always go by county. So you be like, hey, what you think about this county right here? And I'll let you know what I think about the county. So and see if it's a good area. How should you filter your list on Propstream? I actually did a video about that. It's on my step-by-step guide to wholesaling using text messaging. And I show you how I do step-by-step, pull my list. And I also got like a document on there that like is written out step-by-step how you go through and how I go through and pull lists. But I always pull 40% equity. I pulled none owner occupied. And I pulled my criteria. That's another thing. Like my filter is based off what the buyers want. So whatever my buyers say they buy, that's what I filter. So that's how I determine my filter. And that's the thing I tell people, it's like, I'm not aiming at I'm not aiming in the dark, right? I'm aiming at what I know the buyers want. So I know what I'm aiming at, right? So if I hit something, then I know I already got somebody that want to buy it, right? So when people reply to me, like if I'm sending out texts and people reply, well, that's probably a deal, or at least potentially a deal if we can get the numbers right, because I know if they really interested in selling, that my buyers are looking to buy in that area, and I know I got competitive buyers. So I know it's probably a deal, or at least a good chance this is a deal. So that's why I encourage you to find the buyers. When I first started, doing wholesaling, I was so focused on finding sellers, find sellers, find sellers, find sellers. But it wasn't until I started focusing on finding the buyers where I actually started doing it consistently. So One, in these target areas, you want to be near a city, but you want to be outside of that city. If you're looking inside of the city, it's really competitive. I know a lot of big timers, these Max Maxwells and Sean Terry's and King Kong. They got enough resources to be tapping inside of these cities. But like small time people like us who want to do it with little money or whatever, like it's harder to tap into these cities and do deals just like that, right? You need to go outside of the city, and hit those populations of between 100 and 200,000. And I say that it's like you don't want to go too rural. You don't want to go rural, but you don't want to go like too close to the city. Like you want to be in an area where they have Target, Walmart, but they don't have like Whole Foods. Like if Whole Foods there, it's probably too populated, probably too much stuff going on, right? You want to be in an area where they got some stuff, but they ain't got way too much stuff, right? That's a good area where you can target, and you're probably gonna get some hits back. They're probably gonna hit you back. I just moved for a lot of Lauderdale from New Jersey. Do you think I should focus here in Florida or New Jersey, where I live most of my life? Doesn't matter, man. Just look around both of them, and try to see if you can find a good target area. I think probably around Fort Lauderdale is probably a better area for a beginner than around New Jersey. New Jersey probably highly competitive. So what text platform would you suggest starting out? I know you, yeah. So starting out, I would probably use Text Magic. That's the text as you go. But I'm pretty sure there's other ones that I don't know that I would find something where it's text as you go. So I want to pay. I meant pay as you go. My bad. Pay as you go. So I want to pay as I go. I don't want to be like paying a high subscription like I do. I'm in the game. I pay $500 a month text. But as a beginner, I want to be able to upload and like I'm only paying if I'm texting. You see what I'm saying? That's what I want to do. And before we get started, man, I went to this generational wealth tour that Max Maxwell and a bunch of guys put on in Atlanta. That was pretty good, man. I met some of you guys up there that at that generational wealth tour that Max Maxwell then was doing, and they had some good stuff going on there. A lot of people spitting a lot of good knowledge in there and a lot of uplifting stuff at the generational wealth tour. And I know they got a lot of generational wealth tours going on, like in different places like Houston, Chicago, I think in New York. So that generational wealth tour, man, if you can go to that and network with a lot of people, that's the thing. You go there, you meet people. You may meet somebody like me who's been in the game, who's wholesaling, that you could talk to and vibe with, and they may be able to hook you up, and they may be able to show you the ropes and stuff like that. So there's a lot of people that I talked to that I was trying to help tell them stuff. I'm finna turn on this light, man. God dang, yeah, it's about to get dark around here. But anyway, so yeah, go to that generational wealth tour, look them up. It's put on by Max Maxwell and a couple of other guys, some real big timers, like people like millionaires, like people got a lot of money. So yeah, that's pretty good. But anyways, y'all keep hitting me up with questions. Like I was talking about target area though. Like I said, stay between 100, 200,000, and then figure out if buyers are buying there, right? And that's my big thing about target area, man. So how you going about establishing a relationship with cash buyers? So most of the times, like I like talk to people on Facebook, but on Facebook you gotta be real careful, man. You gotta like look at people's profile and make sure they're actually buying property. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at their profile, look at their pictures that they're posting and how they talking to see if they really buying property or not. But I also will, like, I've text a list of cash buyers that I pulled off Propstream. I text them. I also I like to find bigger buyers too, because the bigger buyers a lot of times use agents. And on Propstream, they'll list the agent that the buyers are using. So I call the agent and be like, hey, I see that you're working with, John Smith that's buying a lot of property in the area. I find discounted properties. I was wondering, would he be interested in me bringing him some discounted properties? And then ask the agent about the criteria. What criteria is he looking for? Does he want 3 bedroom, 2 bath? Does he want how many square footage does he want? Don't let them tell you that, oh, just bring him anything. Nah, I want to know exactly what this person like. Tell me their ideal property. If they had the perfect property, what does it look like? So if this cash buyer tell me that they like 3 2s, 1,200 square feet in this area, I'm going to go and pull a list of every 3 2 with this many square feet in this area. I'm going to pull all of them, right? And I'm going to text every one of them. That way, if somebody responds, bam, I know this cash buyer right now. I'm getting it to him. Hey, this is exactly what you was looking for. Are you interested? And I give him a price. Bam. And then he'll let me know what he can do or whatever. But at least I know he's interested because he told me what he want, and I went out and shopped for what he want. So, bam, that's how I do it. So 100 and 200, would you recommend? No, don't go under 100 in population, because once you start going under 100 as a county, not as a city, but as a county, once you go under 100 in population as a county, a lot of times that get too rural. Now, I mean, of course, there's going to be a lot of, there's going to be situations where, it's different. But for good rule of thumb, I say under 100,000 is probably not going to be too good for beginners, right? So it probably won't be too good for beginners. So does the agent ever ask you for 3% of the deal? Most of the time the buyer pays their own agent. If the agent asks me for 3%, then I'm upping the actual price 3%. So the agent asks me for 3% or say anything about commissions, hey, you got to up the price 3% to cover that. Hey, got you to constant. It was constant money. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, nah, it doesn't cost anything. Hit those agents up and let them know you want to bring their buyers some cash deals. And sometimes these agents, man, they're going to be like, they're going to try to blow you off or whatever and think they may be too good or whatever. But just keep calling different agents. You have to call, it ain't going to happen on the first call, second call, third call. Keep calling agents, right? Until you find that person that will talk to you the right way, that the way that you need to be talked to, that you like to be talked to. So, and once you find that agent that has cash buyers that you can talk to, bam, and you want the big buyers when you're talking to agents, right? Like I said, you can also pull a list of regular buyers, people who have just a few properties, and you can text them, and then you can get their phone number and their email address, and you can create like email spreadsheet and then email them out deals. Anyone in Atlanta, Outcast, I'm in Atlanta. What's up, man? Do you get properties under contract before you run it by the buyers? I actually usually run it by my buyers before I get it under contract, right? And I usually do it like right before. So let's say like I've already talked to the seller. I've talked about like the seller's giving me a price. And I'm getting the seller ready to, hey, I'm about to send you this. I'm going to let you know what we can do. I'm going to send you an offer, right? And then, I tell them be on the lookout. I'm going to send you an offer soon. So that's when I get really in detail with my buyer and tell them exactly the property address, everything, and say, how much do you think you can do, right? Or I give them a price. Like, hey, is this price? Are you interested? Yes or no. And if you're not interested, what price would you be interested at? Bam. And then once I get the okay from the buyer, then I actually send the contract and then the seller signs. So I'm actually in the process of that right now. I got a contract already written up on my computer that I'm ready to send to the seller, but I haven't heard back from the buyer, right? It's a weekend. He was on spring break or whatever. And when he hit me up on Monday and let me know whether it's a go or not, if he let me know it's a go on Monday, if the buyer let me know it's a go, bam, I send the contract to the seller, right? And then I turn right back around and send a contract to the buyer. And I lock them up at about the same time, right? So that's kind of how I do it. I just figure out that way works best when you know the buyer, you got the buyer in your pocket. They're ready to buy it. So should be closing my deal within the next week. That's what's up, man. Does the seller find out at closing that I'm wholesaling property? It depends on whether you're double closing or signing a contract, and it depends on your attorney's office. Like the attorney's office I work with, the assignment fee doesn't even show on the seller's sheet, so they don't even know that that there's an assignment fee or nothing like that. They don't know how much you made, but they will know if you assigned it. They will know who the actual buyer is because their name will be on the seller sheet. They'll be like, oh, why is that person name there? Why ain't your name there? And I always tell them, that's our company, the company's name or whatever. If they ask, I only had to ask like one time, be like, hey, that's my partner. It's in his name. That's my partner name, and it's in my partner name. That's why, you know, that's why it's like that. But if you double close, they won't know. Like your name will be up there or your company name or whatever. You'll sign, and it would look like you are purchasing the property, and they will never know. Like they won't know at the closing table. They won't know. Then you turn right back around and sell it, and then later on when it's posted, or they can go back and look in the records and see that you resold it, probably the same day at another price. But after that, you're in the win, so you ain't gotta worry about that. Hit me up though, Jerry, man. That's what's up, man. Hope that thing turned out to be good for you. My guy, what's up? What's up? What's up, X? Um, Send me a DM, bro. Hey, yeah, hit me up, man. I'm always willing to respond. No more 9 to 5. I hear you, man. I'm still on my 9 to 5. Gotta hit it in the morning, man. So how long of an inspection period you put in your contracts? It just depends on my buyer. Like if I know my buyer is good to go and I know he gonna buy the property, I'll probably put like 10, 15 days. Now, if I have no buyer in sight, then I'm gonna try to put 30 days if the property owner let me. The property owner let me, I'm gonna put 30 days in there, But the property owner, if I'm talking to the property owner, I may put 15 if I already got a buyer set up. So if I got a buyer set up, I'm going 15. If I don't have a buyer set up, I'm going 30, right, to give myself time. Well, in the buyer's contract, say if I put 15 in the seller's contract, in the buyer's contract, I'm making that buyer do it in at least 7 days, if not 3. I'm giving the buyer 3 days to do due diligence, right? Or 7 days to do due diligence. Because I want his time to be up, his due diligence time to be up before mine is up, right? So if he go past his due diligence, then I know, bam, he gonna have to pay me his due diligence money, which is gonna be a lot more than my due diligence money. So when I may put down 500 due diligence. If I put down 500 due diligence, he put down like 2,000 due diligence, right? He gonna lose $2,000, which is gonna cover my $500. I'm gonna walk away with $1,500. So I'm gonna come out on top, right? If I put down 100, I'm gonna make sure he at least put down 1,000, right? But either way, if he back out before his due diligence is up, so let's say if I got 15-day due diligence, he got 3. If he back out within those 3 days, I still got 12 days to go find somebody else. You see what I'm saying? So bam, that's how I handle that. Make sure the buyer's due diligence in way before yours. That way you can go find another buyer if you need to, right? So how many deals have you closed so far? So far I've closed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 13. I think I closed 13 deals so far, right? And I got like 3 that's supposed to close this month, like back to back, like this week coming up, the next week after that, the next week after that. So hopefully I close those 3. I should be at like 16. And then I got another one for May, should be 17, and hopefully just keep going up from there. But anyway, so what do you think about Propstream? I would not skip trace through Propstream. That's just me personally. My skip trace through lead sharpen has been working. I'm making money, so I'm not gonna switch it up. But me personally, I'm not gonna mess with Propstream skip tracing. So that's just me. What's up, Gerald? What's up, man? What's up? So how well does text blasting is what I'm thinking you're saying? Yeah, texting works, man. Especially with people, if you got a 9 to 5 or you busy or whatever, it's easy to just sit there and hit a button on your phone, bam, 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 and still be interacting with other people and doing what you need to do every day. So I would say texting is good for people who are busy during the day, may have a 9 to 5 or whatever, and it works. So, and you just have to target the right area. I keep telling people that, like, there's people who's working way harder than me, but they're not targeting the right area. It's like if they targeted the right area, all their hard work, they would see that it would pay off, right? So that's why I say target area is the number one step and probably the most important. So how should I always put? No, don't be putting 500 earnest money down. If you can't, I say 500 because I can, and sometimes I'm putting down on properties that's like $190,000 or 200 and some $1,000. So I'm putting that money down on a package of deals that's like 300 some $1,000 for 2 properties or whatever. So but on a regular property, I would put like 100. I would try to put 100. Like on my first few deals, I always put 100. I still put 100 on it most of the time. I was just giving you an example. Most of the times I want to go with 100. Unless I feel like the seller may want more. If I think they want more or something, or I think they, whatever, I put 500 maybe. But I'm trying to put 100. If I put 100, then I'm rolling with 100 for earnest money. That's what I would do, $100. So, but if you can't do 100, put 10. Like if you only feel comfortable putting 10 down, put 10 down. Worst case scenario, you want to lose $10, put $10 down. Don't put more than that, right? Put what you feel comfortable with, $5. Whatever the seller let you get by with, because the seller got to sign it at the end of the day, right? So you think probate lists are awesome. I think probates is the best. You just got to be able to get your hands on it and skip trace them and call them, right? So I think probates is where it's at. So dude, I use Propstream, man. Propstream, I use it. You can go check out my ARV video, my video about ARV, and it has a link to Propstream. You can get the free trial and a little discount or whatever. So y'all go use Propstream. I always tell people it's the best $100 you can spend. Trust me, I did not want to spend $100 on Propstream. I did not. But I spent $100 on Propstream and had a little back. So it's been good to me. So what's probate again? So probate is like when somebody passed away and the family has to go and file the records in probate court to try to figure out, like, try to handle the estate. Like whatever they left behind, they're trying to settle everything, right? So they settle all the bills. They figure out what's going to happen with all their belongings and all that stuff. Who's going to be in charge and all that. So that's probate. So usually people are like, I just want to get rid of this. I just want to get rid of that. They don't want to deal with the property. Family may be far away, but they inherited something that's close to you. So, all that stuff. So, but anyways, they added a probate list to Propstream. They did. Yeah, I saw that. So what market are you in? I'm in the Atlanta area, man. I'm in the Atlanta area. So yeah, they did add a probate list to Propstream. I hadn't tried it yet because I get my probate like straight from the courthouse in the area where I'm at. So I haven't really tried it yet, but I should. I'm probably gonna try it this week. Now that I think about it, I'm gonna go try it this week and see how it works. I'll let y'all know, how it work out for me. So, but anyways, so y'all keep asking questions, man. Like I said, the target area, I actually put in action my target area philosophy. I put it in action this month in April, targeting a different area in Georgia, right around Metro Atlanta. I found an area that's 100 and something in population, that's outside of the city, probably 45-minute drive, where they had flippers, they had local landlords, and they had hedge funds buying there. And I targeted that area, and I found a guy that want to sell 2 properties. And by the looks of it, I may be able to sell both of them and make like $20,000. And this is just the first week. I don't even know what's going to happen this coming up week. May find somebody else. So that's what I'm saying, man. You find the right areas, and I've had multiple people like responding to me. So I've been having conversations with those people, and this is just week 1. Just imagine any one of y'all could have found that area, targeted that area, text that area, and you could be having conversations with property owners, and you could have the same conversation with the same property owner that I'm talking to, and you could be in line to make the 20,000. You see what I'm saying? So just find that right target area and just follow the steps that I'm telling you. Get Propstream, find the right target area, find buyers, target what they want, and then once you get what they want, get it to them, right? Send them what you find, and then go from there. So what contract do you use? I use a contract, and I made a video on this. I use Flipman contract, but what I did was I like, you have to go on Flipman website and stuff like that. You know what Flipman is? He a guy on YouTube, but I went on his thing and I basically copied everything and made it a PDF where you can go in and use it. I attached it on my video about contracts. You can go look on my YouTube. Hey, if you haven't went on my YouTube and subscribe, man, go subscribe to my YouTube. Share me out to all your people, because I want 1,000 followers so I can go live on YouTube. So that's just something I want to do. But anyways, yeah, go look at my video about contracts on YouTube, and yeah, there's a link on there in the description where you can pull up the exact contract I use. Bam, it's right there, the exact contract I use. So I just bought Propstream, but yeah, I'm gonna try it too. Yeah, man, Propstream is where it's at, dude. Go get it. If you need help, or need help finding buyers, whatever, just hit me up, man. So how should I take talking to court probate list? So I call up, well, first Google probate in whatever county you in, whatever state you in, and they'll probably pull up the court, and it may have a phone number on there. You can email them and just say, hey, I'm looking to see how do I go about accessing probate records. Or you can call them and say the same thing. Hey, my name is John, and I'm trying to figure out how can I go about accessing probate records for, Peachtree County, right? Whatever county you're in. And they'll tell you. They'll be like, hey, it's online, or hey, you got to come in. You just talk to them like you were talking about, how do I access these records? Because it's different in different counties. Like in one county that's by me, I have to go to the courthouse, take pictures off the computer and all that stuff. In another county, it's online. I just go online. I, put in, I want all the people who filed for probate between this date and this date. And they give me a spreadsheet, and then I just have to go in and put all the people name down and addresses, and then I skip trace them. So it just depends on your county, but just Google your county probate, court. And then bam, you pick up the phone. Hey, my name is John. I'm looking to see how do I go about accessing probate records. Bam, there you go. So what skip tracing software do you use again? I use Lead Sherpa, Brian. I use Lead Sherpa, right? And I think it's good because it doesn't let you skip twice and stuff like that. Yeah, I listen to Flipman daily. That's what's up, man. Yeah, Flipman is the legend. If you don't know my story, like I was on the Flipman show. I followed one of Flipman videos, and that's how I end up doing my first few deals. So Flipman is the guy, man. Flipman is the guy. So I appreciate everything that he do, because if it wasn't for him, man, I really wouldn't be on this game like that. So I appreciate him. Anyone in Atlanta, let's link up. Outcast, man. Yeah, dude. Link up with all the people in Atlanta. Atlanta is hot, man. So Wit, what's up, Wit? How you doing? Cherie, how you doing, man? You got more questions? Like I said, I was here to kind of talk about target area, and then get a little bit into step 2, when I'm gonna start talking about how to find cash buyers. I appreciate the love. Who doing that? Appreciate the love. So I'm in Texas. Okay. Springfield, Ohio. I don't know much about Springfield, Ohio, but Ohio is hot market. A lot of people hitting up Ohio, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff in Texas too. But yeah, Ohio, a lot of people hitting up Ohio. It's one of the fastest growing states in the United States. So Ohio seems to be a good market. But anyway, so step 2, I'm going to go into how to find cash buyers, and what do you do when you find them. So when you find these cash buyers, well, I find cash buyers through Propstream, first of all, because Propstream has the actual records of people who are actually purchasing property. It ain't like Facebook where anybody can say, hey, I'm a cash buyer. No, I'm searching the people who are on record for buying property. So, bam, going in, filter cash buyers, and then go through, and you'll be able to find the people who actually are buying properties cash. So, and then you can skip trace them, and you can text them just like you text sellers, and just let them know, hey, look, I find this kind of properties. Would you be interested in this kind of properties that I come by in your area? You know, and then they'll respond if they interested or whatever. And then, like I said, you can also try to see if they have used an agent, and then go, bam, click on the MLS status on Propstream, and it'll show you probably what agent they use or whatever. So I'm in Connecticut, not a good market. I'm going to look into Georgia, Florida. Yeah, Gerald, look into Georgia, Florida, man. Those both are good markets. So do you cold call? I actually do have a VA that cold calls. We use call tools cold call. My VA cold calls for me. And she does that during the day while I'm at work. And sometimes she like sending me leads. So I love it when I see my phone ding and I see a lead come through, and I know like it's going to be a potential deal, because I know I only target stuff that are properties that buyers want to buy. So yeah, we do cold calling, and I made a video on YouTube about my cold calling script, how I teach my VA and everything and all that stuff. So you can go check that out. I even left the script on the YouTube in the description, so you can go check that out. So when do I get a list Propstream? How do I transfer it to another software to skip it? So Propstream, so go check out my video, Brian. Go check out my video, step by step how to wholesale using text messaging, using SMS. I go on Propstream and I pull a list right there on the video. I pull the list. What Propstream allows you to do is export the list in a spreadsheet. So you download it in a spreadsheet. Once you download it in that spreadsheet, now you can upload it into another software, which then allows you skip trace it. Which skip tracing just means they go and find the numbers to the property owners. Then once you find the numbers, then you can download that spreadsheet, and you can upload that spreadsheet into like call tools, and you can call people. You can upload it into Lead Sherpa, and you can text people, stuff like that. So bam, there you go. What's up, man? I appreciate y'all being here, man. This is pretty big. I look forward to doing this to y'all, man. What's the video called? Oh, the video is called Step by Step, the wholesaling through text messaging or /SMS. I'm pretty sure that's what the video is called. So yeah, just go check that out, man. I actually go through on the computer and step by step show you how I go about pulling lists from Propstream and downloading the list and uploading it into Lead Sherpa, and actually texting the list in Lead Sherpa. I even show you some of the text messages I send out. So you can go check out that video. Like I said, I'm trying to put out more videos so I can help you guys. Are you recording this? Yeah, I'm recording this. I'm actually gonna I'm recording this, and it should be on IG Live. I'll try to drop it on YouTube too. So I'll drop it on YouTube. So are you doing any? I'm not doing any mentorships right now, Zane. Like I said, I'm just a beginner, man. I'm just trying to get started, just like y'all. I just done a good bit of deals, so I kind of know what I'm doing. This summer I'm gonna try to do something, man, but I want to do something that's fair, man. I don't like charging people too much, but I know that, you know, the stuff that I know, you can make a ton of money doing it. So, you know, I mean, whatever I charge, I know it's gonna be worth it, because I know you're gonna be doing deals. Like I said, I just took my own advice about a target area, you know, trying to figure out target areas. Mr. Doc. What's up, Mr. Doc? How you doing, man? So I took my own advice about target areas, and I targeted another area in Metro Atlanta, and then bam, I'm finding a deal right now that could be a $20,000 deal just by taking my own advice about target areas. And that's the thing, man. When I'm talking to y'all, I'm really talking to myself too, because I have to remind myself about what I should be doing. Like, and then I follow my own advice, and then bam, there go deal. So yeah, man. So but if I get if I get this one that's 20,000 that I just ran by, I already got one in May that's 20,000. So in May I may be closing 2 deals, 20,000 a piece, 40,000. Whoo! And May hadn't even started yet, man. So bam. Are you on dude? I don't even know what Clubhouse is, man. I'm not big on social media. I'm just not. So I just be on IG and YouTube mainly. I don't know what Clubhouse is. I probably should know, but I don't. I may go there. So I may get into it. I never know. What's up, man? What's up? What's up, Mr. Doc? What's up, man? So how much was your biggest deal? So my biggest deal was my 30K deal, and I actually was like my first deal. So 30K was my biggest deal. So I've done 30K deal. I've done a 15K deal, 8K deal, a couple of 8K deals. So that's kind of what I've done. I've done small deals. I did $1,000 deal. I did a $2,000 deal, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. 6,000. I don't care what the size of the deal is. Just keep bringing me money. Just stack up, and just keep stacking money, man. I don't care what the size of the deal is. I just want them to keep coming. So you're doing some pretty big deals. What's keeping you in that? Dude, I'm super conservative, man. I'm skeptical of everything. I'm from deep South Georgia, man. We don't believe in nothing. Like, I don't like people down there don't believe in nothing. Like, I really didn't believe that wholesaling was real. It's like I didn't know wholesaling was real, man. I was like, man, this is fake. There's no way you can make all this money with no cash and no credit. I thought it was completely fake. So, yeah, man. It's like, I'm making money, but it's still in the back of my mind. It's like, dude, is this really happening? It's like, am I really making all this money? So like, by the end of this month, I'll be done made like $96,000 wholesaling. And then by the end of May, with that $20,000 deal go through, I'll be done made, what's that, 116? And I mean, that ain't include nothing else that I do. So by the end of May, I could have made like 116 wholesaling, but still like, dang, did that just happen? It's like, dude. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna keep working. Like I said, I got kids and stuff, man. I can't be playing around. So, but yeah. So I'm gonna keep working, man. Like I said, really, what I do, it doesn't take me away from my kids too much. It don't take me away from my family. So, I'm still there with them and all that stuff. Most of the stuff I'm able to get done like just during the day. Like, it's like I'm just texting people mostly and then get on the phone. Most of y'all spend time texting your friends or like messaging somebody on Instagram or commenting on pictures or whatever on Instagram. I spend my time texting people that own property, calling people that own property, when I can throughout my day, right? So that's what I see it as. Like, I don't spend time texting like my friends and all that stuff. I spend time texting property owners, calling property owners and that stuff. But I do it within the flow of my day. So it really doesn't interrupt my day too much. So what CRM are you using? I'm using Podio. So Podio is what I use to keep track of my leads. And a CRM, guys, is just something that you use to keep track of your leads. So Podio is something I use to keep track of my leads. It allowed me to follow up with people, put them as a reminder and all that stuff, and communicate with other people that I work with. I only work with one person, that's Chelsea, that was on my that I interviewed. You can go check out an interview with me and Chelsea, how we linked up. And we just squatted up. We don't have a real partnership. We just like squatted up. So we share Propstream together. We share the cost of Propstream, call tools, and stuff like that. So we just share the costs, right? That way all the burden ain't on one person, which, I think allows, people to get in the game. So if you link up with somebody and say, hey, look, y'all can go together to get Propstream to pull this, whatever, and then go together to get call tools, or and Propstream is $100, and Call Tools or Mojo is $100. You know, and you can say, hey, I'm gonna be on $1 during this time of the day. You be on $1 during that time of the day, and then both of y'all are just paying $100. And then after that, it's all about skip tracing lists. So you can literally you can skip trace $100 worth of lists every month, and you could pay $100 to have Propstream and Call Tool if you split it with somebody, or Propstream and Mojo if you split it with somebody. Then bam, and you can get Podio. Podio is free, right? So you can have a whole system for $200. You pay $200, somebody else pay $200, and now you got your whole wholesaling system going for $200 a month. Bam. God dang, man. You be making a ton of money. And then next thing you know, you ready to skip trace a little bit more. You may start skip tracing $200 a month, right? And then now you spending big money. You spending $300 a month in your wholesaling business, right? But you probably making, $5,000 to $10,000 every month or more than that. So that's what I'm saying, man. Find somebody you can link up with, squad up with, and share these costs, man. So does Georgia use attorneys? Georgia use attorney's office. So are you still 9 to 5? And what is it? So, dude, I'm a teacher, man. I teach high school. Yeah, I'm a teacher. I teach high school, man. Still working my 9 to 5. So, you think Batch is good for skip tracing? Yeah, I think Batch is good for skip tracing, man. A lot of people use Batch, so I think Batch is good. I just prefer Lead Sherpa. Plus, all my data's in Lead Sherpa right now, and so Lead Sherpa won't let me skip the same person twice, no matter what. So if I put that on Batch, like I don't have any data in Batch, so if I go to Batch, I'll be skipping a lot of the same stuff twice, stuff like that. So, well, you rewarded yourself when you got the first deal? Nothing, man. Dude, I was in the hole. Your boy Cass, dude, I was in the hole, man. Dude, I come from nothing like most people, but like, dude, I did some stupid stuff to get myself in some stupid debt. And so I'm just digging myself out of the hole right now, trying to get above water. And shoot, man, before I started wholesaling, man, I was delivering pizzas trying to make extra money, man. So shoot, I went from delivering pieces to wholesaling to try to make extra money. So, but yeah, man. So an LLC are not necessary. LLCs are not necessary, but I put it like this. LLCs is not necessary, so you don't have to start an LLC to start wholesaling. But what I do say is, like, let's say when I call somebody, you don't have to be you. Like, if you don't have an LLC, you're not a company, right? So if you don't have an LLC, you're an individual trying to buy a house cash. You see what I'm saying? But since I have my LLC, I can call up and be like, hey, this is Byron with REI Group, because REI Group is my LLC. So this is Byron with REI Group. We're interested in buying property in the area. We was calling to see if you might be interested in selling your property that you own. So now I work for a company, which is my LLC. It is a company. I work for the company. And we are a group of investors because I went and found buyers that want to buy property in the area. So that way I can just be an employee. And if you listen to King Kong talk about this, like, don't approach it like you're the person that's buying, right? Whoa, got almighty. Oh, my bad, man. I just got a thing from my buyer that says the $20,000 deal is a go. Woo! I won't cry right now, man. Oh my God. Now I just got to get the seller to sign because my buyer is ready to go. God almighty. Woo. Anyways, I just needed a moment right there. But man, that thing feel good when man, feel good when you get a $20,000 deal. Man, I just got tomorrow I gotta get the seller under contract ASAP. I'm about to go ahead and when I get off this, I'm sending that contract on over to that seller so we can get this thing going, man. So, man, nothing but blessings, man. Nothing but blessings. We can get that thing locked up, get it done in May. So, yes, sir. Same here. I was incarcerated for a while. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Hey, things in life, man. Life is crazy, man. Life is crazy. You just got to overcome the obstacles, man. And shoot, I'm telling you, everybody got their own struggle though, man. It's like sometimes we think we're the only person going through something, but everybody got their own struggle. And they was talking about that at the generational wealth tour, just those millionaires on stage being vulnerable, just talking about what they're going through, and everybody going through something, man. You just gotta decide that you want to get yourself out of the hole. It was a dude that was there to say he had been locked up for like 6 years. And then he got out of jail, and then he started working or whatever, and then he started trying to wholesale. It took him like 6 months to get his first deal, but he had just landed his first deal in January. So it's like, dude, dang, it's like, dude, you can overcome any obstacles, man. You just gotta get out there and work for it. You just gotta get out there and grind, and it'll happen, man. So, I know that feeling. Yeah, dude. Mark, no, dude, that feeling is good. What's the story? I was telling y'all the story about the 20K, man. I was telling you that I took my own advice about targeting a different area, where I was like, dude, let me take my own advice. I'm going to look around the Atlanta metro area. I'm going to find a county that's in between 100, 200,000 in population. Then I'm going to find buyers that's interested in buying in that area. I'm going to ask them what is their criteria. And then I'm going to go and do the filter in Propstream and just look for those properties that fit their criteria. I did that. I pulled the list. I skip traced the list on Lead Sherpa. I start texting the list on Lead Sherpa. Dude hit me back, said, hey, I got this property I want to sell. I want 150. I looked it up. I'm like, maybe able to get 150. And then I was like, yeah, we may be able to do that. When would you be looking to close? He said by the end of May. And then he said, oh, I actually got a property right beside that property also that I want to sell. And I was like, dang, okay. And then I asked him how much would he want for both. And then he said, I think we can make it work for around 140. You think she would go for that? I don't know. That was the buyer talking about another property, maybe another deal, but I gotta see what the seller talking about. But anyways, so he said, yeah, I got two properties. He said he wanted to sell it for like 310. So I was like, dang, he want to sell it for 310. So I just hit the buyer up and be like, hey, I got two properties right here. They're in this condition. Da 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 da. Here go to here's what area they're in, and here's the address, and the asking price is 330. So the seller said he wanted 310. I told the buyer 330. And then boop, deal. The buyer just hit me up and said, yeah, I think we can do that at 330. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the seller up, send him the contract. When he signed that, dude, when you get that signed contract back and you already know you got the buyer in your bag, feels so good, man. So that's the story about the 20K. I'm pretty sure I'll make a video about that, just showing you exactly what I did, exactly the text messages, exactly what area I targeted and everything like that. Yeah. Hey, that's what's up, man. Let's see the process. Yeah, I'll make a video about it. No doubt, man. Not incarcerated. I was just Instacart. Yeah, dude. Instacart is dude, I actually was doing Instacart last summer, man. Not this summer that just passed, but the summer before that, I was doing Instacart. This past summer, I was delivering pizza, man. So I was just trying to do stuff to make extra money. But dude, no lie, man. Like I was supposed to be delivering pizzas, and I had an appointment that day, and on the way to deliver pizza, I stopped at the appointment and took pictures and everything. They was like, hey man, you going the wrong way, you out of route or whatever. But it was like, dude, I'm trying to make money, man. But yeah, after I got that first deal, man, I stopped delivering pizza. So at least I stopped working one job. So how long would you say it would normally take for someone to fill out your information to get their first deal? Working on it for 6 days a week. Dude, like I said, I just targeted that area starting last week, and I already found like a deal. It's like, dude, hopefully I can get it signed and get it locked up and close it. But I mean, I know it's something out there, dude. It's like, but yeah, dude, I just know it's out there. I mean, it all depends, man. Like I said, it all depends Depends on what area you target. And sometimes not that lucky, man. Sometimes that happen the first week. Sometimes it may happen 2 months from now, 6 months from now. I told y'all about a deal I closed in March that I contacted a guy back in August, and I just closed the deal in March. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Took me 8 months to close that deal, but it was $8,000. And I wasn't talking to him every month. Like, I would send him a text message like, "Hey, you still interested in selling your property?" I would send him a text message, But I went to the property one time in August, and then I contacted him again in December, and he said, "Yeah, let's try to make something happen." So I just sent a buyer out there to the property, and then boom, it took a little while to close it out, but we closed it out in March, so it was a done deal. So it just depends, man. You never know. That's the thing, man. That's why people can't the bachelor get. I don't know if bachelor give a free trial, but my bad, man. That's the thing, man. People want to set time. They want to know that they're gonna make money. When you step out in this game, man, when you step out into entrepreneurship, you got to be willing to work when you're not making money. It's like, dude, the mentality of a worker is like, if I work, I make money for the work that I'm doing, right? But that's a job. That's a worker's mentality, right? Well, entrepreneur, you work when you're not making money. You gotta work, be willing to work and not make money, right? Just and gotta trust in the process. You gotta trust in the process. Work. You gotta be willing to work. You gotta be willing to fail. You gotta be willing to spend money and make nothing. It's like I've went into areas when before I started focusing in on what is good target areas. Like, I targeted some areas around Atlanta and got nothing from it. Like, I spent money skip tracing lists and got no response, nothing. So I mean, it's like, dude, you just trial and error, man. You gotta be willing to spend money and not make anything off of it. That's the thing, man. You gotta be willing to do that, and because you just gotta be willing to do that, man. That's all I know. You just gotta be willing to do that, and you gotta be willing to keep going. And if you keep going, you'll make something. So can you make a video about the process of finding buyers, please? Yeah, I actually did a video about how to find cash buyers. It's on my YouTube. Go check it out and make sure you subscribe, right? But anyway, so go check that video out on YouTube. You can look me up on YouTube, Byron Scott. You have to look up Byron Scott Wholesale or something like that. I got a link in my bio on IG. But anyway, so yeah, I'll talk about finding cash buyers on Propstream. But my next video, not my next video, but my next part of my how to wholesale step by step 2 is going to be finding buyers, and that's when I'm going to take y'all to the computer and I'll show y'all how I go step by step, how to go through and how I look up buyers on Propstream and stuff like that. But I'm definitely going to do that part 2 coming up either this week or next week or sometime like that. So and then I will do an IG live follow up on that to try to review and answer any questions. So what's some good markets you're aware of? Just in general markets, I think Tampa is really good. I think Atlanta, of course, is really good. I think Chattanooga is good. Nashville is good. Charlotte, it's a bunch of good markets. Ohio is really good. A lot of different places in Ohio, around Cincinnati, around Toledo, around Cleveland. I just think it's outside of those cities. You find a county that's, like I said, 100 to 200, right? Texas obviously got good stuff. So it really don't matter. You just got to be near a metro, right? Be near a city that's growing, right? So you don't want to be near a city that's going down in population. You want the county that you're in to be growing. You want that county to be growing. I always tell people, try to wholesale where you know the area a little bit, right? That way you kind of know whether, people like to live over here, whether they like to live over there, they got good schools over here, or they got bad schools over there, stuff like that. So that's an advantage you can take advantage of too. So what's some good markets? So I just talked about that. So do you wholesale on market properties? I don't mess with on market properties, man. I only do off market. I used to try to mess with on market properties, but you can do that, man. You can do it, but it just takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time and a lot of work, and a lot of spinning your wheels and not getting anywhere. Well, off market, I find my process when I run into people, it's more likely a potential to be a deal. I don't, like I said, I work a 9 to 5, so I don't have a ton of time to be working on this. So, like I said, I need to do something that's more seamless. So it's seamless to sit there on my phone and just hit a button to text, hit a button. And when I'm talking about hit a button, I'm like this, like to text people. Like Lead Sherpa allow you to just hit a button and text. One button, boop, boop, because you got a template. And the template is automatically generated, right? You create the template, but it's automatically generated and personalized for these people. And you just hit a button, text, 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 text. You just sending out text messages. Now, if they hit you back, then it's like, bam, I'm texting. But I look like I'm texting my friends, right? Everybody texting their friends. It's like, dude, people text their friends throughout the day, but I'm texting somebody about a deal. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I do text messaging. That's why I don't mess with like on market stuff. I keep it off market. That way, when I hit my buyer up, like they ain't gonna find it on market, right? I'm bringing them stuff that they can't get anywhere, right? So, bam, that's why I do that. So yo, got a deal out of. Well, see him next Sunday. Yo, bro, gotta go get his deal locked up. Yeah, dude, gotta go get that deal locked up. See him next Sunday. It's about to be 9, man. So I'm about to send this deal for sending this thing over for real. But I ain't even sweating it, man. At this point, it's like, dude, if I lose the 20K deal, oh well, I'll find another deal. It's like I've lost 20K deals before. Like I've lost a 20K deal. I lost this 20K deal back. I did a 30K deal in August. I lost a 20K deal in September. That's crazy, man. So this 20K deal, this lady wanted to sell. She was in Hawaii. She had a property in Georgia. She was in Hawaii. She wanted to sell the property. And I got under contract for $98,000, dude. The ARV was like 180 or something like that. It's crazy. And somebody offered me, like, I was going to make 20 off of it. But somebody offered me, hey, if you go ahead and sell it to me, and you'll make 10, and I'll go ahead and close on it like 2 days, right? I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and take the 20. This person got the money right here. I know they got the money. But what happened is I sent everything to the closing attorney, and the closing attorney was dragging their feet. But my problem was I was an idiot, and in my contract, because she wanted to close it quick. I was like, yeah, we can close it within, we can close it in 2 weeks, and get it done. So I put the contract only to last 2 weeks. So the closing attorney was dragging their feet, and we didn't close by that 2-week mark. So after that 2-week mark, the seller was no longer obligated. She was no longer under contract with me. So seller went on and sold it to somebody else, and that was the end of that, man. Missed out on a 20K deal. So happens sometimes, man. And I think about that. I used to think about that a whole lot, but once I started making more and more money, it's like water under the bridge, man. It's gone. It's gone. So but anyways, yeah, I missed the 20K deal. If I miss this 20K deal, I'll be okay, man. So I'll just keep it going. His YouTube got great info. Check it out. Yeah, man. Hey, share my stuff out, Parker, man. Share my stuff out, man. Just trying to share what I learned with people. Like I said, and I'm not going to be always this accessible as I keep building and making more and doing more stuff. So I want to give back while I can. I know that, and that's one of my goals, man. Like, I want to teach other people how to do this, because I know it's people out there that want to get out of their situation just like I did. So it's like, dude, I'm a teacher, but it's like, dude, I know it's more to life than what I'm teaching kids at the school. Like, I'd rather teach people stuff that's really going to change their life, like this right here, try to reach financial independence, or just trying to get more money for your fam or whatever and put them in better situations. So that's what I'm trying to do here. It's like, I'm just trying to bring y'all the stuff that I wanted when I was trying to start out and trying to level up, So thanks, bro. Have a blessed week. Appreciate that, man. 20K, yeah, man, it's crazy. 20K deals, they come and they go quick. So how many offers you average before getting a deal? Actually, like, dude, if I send like a real offer on a property, then I already know I got a buyer in hand. So it's like the deal's pretty much locked up, right? So now doing it this way, I've been closing more deals. Like before, I would send out a lot of offers, and it's like I really don't even know if I can sell it at that amount, or whatever. It's like you getting some in the contract, then going and trying to hunt for a buyer. But I'm not hunting for buyers no more. I got my buyers right here in my pocket, and I already know what they're gonna buy it for. So I don't. There's not many offers I send out that ain't gonna get locked up and closed. It's like, unless the seller want to like back out or something. I do get sellers that want to back out. So, I would say if I send out 10 offers, then 7 of them is gonna get signed and locked up, and they're gonna get done. 3 of them, the seller may back out and say I don't want to do it or whatever. So, yeah. Yep. I was about to get a 20K deal done, but the seller was doing a lot. We dropped the deal. Yeah. Happens like that, average user, man. 20K deals come and they go, man. So I'll let y'all know how that one go. So when you talk to the buyers, are you doing this by text as well? So initially I call them up. Like I call up the buyers, right? Sometimes I do text out like and try to get buyers, like the regular buyers. But then once they show interest, I like to call them and talk to them on the phone. I like to talk to the buyers on the phone, let them know what I do or whatever. And then after that, it's usually text messaging. Yeah. I want to establish like a little relationship over the phone. And then after that, it's pretty much text messaging. Yeah. So getting buyers first, I think that would give me, yeah, dude. Getting buyers give you confidence, man, because like, you got people with cash behind you, right? So you feel good. You can go tell them, hey, I work with a group of investors that's looking to buy in the area. And you really do. Like, if you go find these buyers, you really do work with a group of investors that's looking to buy in the area. It's like, that's what we're doing. So I think getting those cash buyers is key. I read a book called If You Can't Wholesale After This. And like the book is beautiful. It's like step by step. It's like, dude, it basically go through and kind of talk about the same thing I do. I don't hear a lot of people out there talking about this. I don't hear a lot of people out there talking about go find the cash buyers first and then go try to, cater to what the cash buyers want. Like I don't hear a lot of people talking like that, right? But that dude did. So and I downloaded that book on Amazon for free. It's like and I actually, when I was delivering pizzas, I was listening to that book. It's like I was delivering pizzas one night. I was just listening to that whole book. I listened to the book like twice, delivering pizzas. So it was like, dude, it's crazy stuff, man. So getting the buyers this, yep. So what's going on, King? What's going on, M Buck? What's up, man? What you doing when the sellers want to back out after the contract is signed? I let them go, man. If the seller want to back out, let them go. I ain't gonna bother them about nothing like that, man. Seller want to back out, they can go ahead and go, man. I don't try to press people. I just move on to the next one. I ain't gonna press nobody to buy it. I let them know, hey, if anything changes, feel free to reach out to us. Let us know, whatever. Try to establish and keep a good relationship with them, because you never know. They may want to sell again. They may know somebody else that want to sell. It's all about relationship and keeping positive relationships with everybody. And I think that, that's the key, man. It's like you just got to talk to people like you want to be talked to. Try to come out and act like you really, like you genuine, like, hey, look, we're going to try to get you the price that you want, but we're going to let you know what the best we can do, right? And if this works for you, then, we can do business. But if it doesn't, then, if it doesn't work for you, okay. And I'm not gonna try to press you into nothing. That's the thing. You're not trying to pressure anybody into selling their property. You're just trying to find people who actually want to sell, right? There's people out there that want to sell their property. Like I ran into a lady. She was like, her husband passed away when they was living in this house, and it's been on her heart to sell that property. So now I'm like, okay, if I can help you sell it, that'd be great. If I can't help you sell it, then no problem. Has a buyer ever backed out on a deal after seeing the photos? And have I had a buyer back out? I don't think I've had a buyer back out. I don't think I've had a buyer back out. But I do get earnest money. So like I said, if I put down $100 earnest money, they put down 2,000, right? So if they back out, then I go find somebody else. But I took like this on my 30K deal, the buyer was like, he was like threatening to back out or whatever. So I was like, oh well, if you back out, I'm good. I got people lined up to buy this deal. It's like I got people in line to buy this deal. It's like there's people that's offering more than you. It's like, dude, it's like, I just chose you. I chose you because I think you're a good guy, right? If you don't want it, I got 50 people in line waiting to close this deal. So that's my thing, man. And I keep people in line on deals and stuff like that, but I never really had a buyer to back out. I always make sure that's the thing. Find them buyers on Propstream that's buying up properties. They legit. They're gonna let you know if they can do it or not, right? And I know I may run into a situation where a buyer may have to back out or whatever, but I'll just keep it rolling, man. It's like, you back out, okay? If it's a legit reason, okay, but if it's something shady, then I just won't deal with you again. So, it's whatever, man. So I always say, hey, it's whatever. If you screw me, then that's your loss, because I promise you, I'm gonna be making a ton of money, right? I'm gonna bring you a ton of value. So you screw me, you just screwed yourself. I'm gonna go bring value to somebody else. So thanks for all the advice. You stay contact with people, did not accept low-ball offer. Yeah, I do stay contact with people that don't accept low-ball offers. That's actually how I got my 30K deal, man. It's crazy how this stuff works. It's like I was contacting a dude over and over again. He was like, I'm not taking the low-ball offer. I'm not taking it. And then when I contacted him another time, he was like, dude, stop texting me. I'm not taking that low-ball offer. But I do know a property that you can buy real quick. And then I was like, what's the address? He gave me the address. I said, how much they want for it? He said, how much can you give them? The property is worth like $230,000. I told him that I can give him 125, and then he texted me back and said, yes. I was like, oh my God. It's like, dude, and I knew the area was really hot. It's like one of the better areas in Atlanta or whatever. But I knew the area was hot, so it was like, dang. But yeah, just keep contacting and being nice too, man. Just being nice to people. That's when people want to help you out. You're just being nice to them, and just staying in contact, man. Just following up. You just run into deals. When you talk to enough people, you just run into deals. That's why I say Brent Daniels is not my favorite YouTuber. It's like sometimes he has too much energy for me, but that's just me, But I think he's great though. I do think he's great. He got plenty of knowledge. Like his stuff is great. But that TTP is serious. It's like if you talk to enough people, you're just gonna run into a deal. Like it's inevitable. Like you're going to run into a deal. Is Batch only used for skip tracing? No, Batch got all kind of stuff. Batch got skip tracing. Batch got text message. Batch got I think they got a power dollar. So Batch got it all, man. So yo, you really dropping jewels. Thank you. I'm in the game. And your stuff. Yeah. Appreciate that, man. Mark, no, appreciate that. Hit me up, man. I don't even know you, man, but like I said, I'm just getting started. I love to learn. I love to connect. So that's what I'm all about. So do you actually, dude? I've never put down earnest money. I always get the buyer to put down earnest money. I probably shouldn't do that. I probably should put down my own earnest money, but I get the buyer to put down the earnest money, and it's never been an issue for me. The title company never asked me for the earnest money. I probably should put down the earnest money. I don't even know. Like I said, it will take somebody that's been in the game that's like, nah, dude, you need to put down the earnest money because this happened to me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know that, right? Like I said, I'm no better than y'all. Like I'm still learning just like y'all are learning. But I get my buyer to put down earnest money. So, and that usually works. So I don't know. So, but anyways, man, I appreciate y'all coming out. Like I said, share this out, man. Share me out. Go, if you're not subscribed, man, go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Oh, Jesus, I trust. What's up, man? But I'm about to get out of here. Jesus, you got any questions, man? But dude, I'm about to get out of here. If y'all got questions, leave them right here real quick. I'm about to leave in probably about 2 or 3 minutes. But I really appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, share my stuff out. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit me up in my DM, man. Like I said, I try to come over here every Sunday and give y'all what I can. Yeah, dude, the interview with Ty, man, it was pretty cool, man. Like, by the end of next month, I'm gonna hit $100,000 in wholesaling. I'm gonna try to hit the flip man up and see if I can come back on the show and tell people how I did it, man. $100,000 in 10 months. 10 months, $100,000. Bam, just like that. So, are you locking that? Dude, when I get off the congrats thing coming on, yeah, I appreciate y'all coming out, man, for real. You locking up that deal now? I hadn't locked it up yet. My computer right here, so I'm gonna try to send that. I already got the contract written up, so I'm gonna send it out as soon as I get off this thing, man. So I appreciate you taking the time, and like, no doubt, man, I'll be back here next Sunday, man. I think is Sunday the best time for y'all, man. If it's another time that work better, I don't even know. Like, I don't know if it's time during the week or whatever that will work better. But yeah, if it's time during the week that work better, if anybody got an idea where I can reach more people, that'd be great, man. So how did you get on Flip Man for the first interview? I just hit him up, man. I hit Flip Man up. It was like, hey, I just sent him my check. It's like, I just had like me and a check. And I was like, hey, Flip Man, I just closed this deal. I watched your video and I closed this deal, made $30,000. Bam. And he asked me, it's like, hey, you want to come on and tell your story? I was like, yeah, I'll do it. So, bam, that's how I got on Flip Man interview. So, what contract you use? I actually use Flip Man contract, but like when you do Flip Man contract, he has like a thing where you have to type it in online and then all that stuff. But I went and copied everything and put it in a PDF, and you can go and access it though. If you go to my YouTube and look for my I did a YouTube video on how to fill out contracts. It's a link in the description. It'll take you straight to it. I have to give you access, but it'll take you straight to it with no problem. So honestly, get to work. We just watching. You stupid, man. So we Ricky's 20K. We don't see this every day. Hey, I don't see 20K every day, but shoot, I seen it come and I seen it go. It come and it go, man. So, but anyways, so yeah, I did about 2 or 3 interviews with the Flip Man. He's a guy yeah, dude. Yeah, I love Flip Man, man. Love Flip Man. M Buck, man, what interview you did with Flip Man? I want to check that out. I hadn't checked out too many interviews with Flip Man lately, but I gotta go check them out. But anyways, I'm finna get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all coming and checking me out. Hit me up. I always hit people back. It may take me a little bit, but I always hit people back. Sunday's great before the week. Yep, no doubt. But anyways, peace out, man. Appreciate y'all. Like I said, share, subscribe, go check me out on YouTube, all that good stuff. Parker, appreciate it, man. See y'all. Peace.